Good morning, everyone. This is Callie with your explosion update. It's January 5th, 2013. Firefighters responded to the 700 block of Tulip Lane just after 10 a.m. yesterday morning for a possible explosion and structure fire at a Rockford, Illinois condo. They found a flash fire and partial building collapse. The fire was extinguished quickly and natural gas leak was controlled. There were no injuries, and the incident is still under investigation. 4 persons have died, including a 4-year-old girl, in a gas cylinder blast in Sinai, India, Thursday morning. The incident occurred around 5:30 a.m., and due to the impact, many glass windows of adjacent houses were broken. The locality is congested, with need of large houses divided into portions to let out. The impact of the blast was felt throughout the neighborhood. Rescuers found the body of a miner who was one of 3 workers missing at a methane gas explosion at a coal mine in the Ukraine. This happened Thursday. The gas explosion caused the shaft to collapse, trapping 4 miners underground. 1 miner escaped. Officials say the accident is under investigation. An explosion at CNG Thursday evening in Boston Township, Ohio, was due to a storage container of compressed natural gas that ruptured. The explosion, which resulted in no injuries and no fire, was heard 2 miles away. The container at the company's Akron-Cleveland Road headquarters was next to an aluminum-sided building which sustained moderate damage. The explosion put a hole in the building, and then a second tank next to that one exploded and was blown into the building. A 3-alarm fire damaged a North Harris County warehouse, igniting explosions inside the building early morning hours of Friday. The fire began around 2 a.m. at a building on Yarberry Street and Hodgkin Street. According to fire investigators, a metal building was home to several auto repair shops and dozens of cars. As a result of the fire, several cars were heavily damaged or destroyed. At least 70 to 80 firefighters were on the scene to help put out the flames. There were reports of several small explosions, including gas explosions and tire explosions, reported. No injuries were reported, and the fire is under investigation. An exploding furnace is the cause of a Thursday night fire in Washington. Washington Fire Chief David Rhodes says the homeowner, Beth Landreth, returned home from a hospital stay and the furnace exploded about 10 minutes later. Landreth and a friend were able to escape the home unharmed. Due to the enormity of this fire, I thought it was worthwhile mentioning this morning. There's a bushfire that is burning in Tasmania. A bushfire that tore through Tasmanian town of Dunley on Friday has burned on to spread and take dozen more properties. Despite the easing weather, firefighters are still battling the extensive blaze, which has stretched 30 kilometers through farmland and beach hamlets towards the Tasman Peninsula east of Hobart. Brush fires have destroyed at least 85 properties in Tasmania, with more than 70 homes in Dunley. The Tasmanian Fire Service has one emergency warning on its website of a large bushfire on the Tasmanian highway. Police said in a statement that 30% of the town had been destroyed, but there were no confirmed reports of deaths or major injuries. Fears have been held for one Dunley resident that's last seen by firefighters attempting to save his home. Later on Friday, the fire broke away from its starting point near Hobart to advance through the forest and threaten waterside towns. 40% of the structures of the small hamlet of Conley's Marsh were destroyed. Homes were being reported lost at Coping and Primrose Sands. A volunteer Sea Rescue Tasmania took 4 boats out to the communities whose roads were cut off. The boys said that they got back, they saw something that they never wanted to see again. At Conley's Marsh, there was a fire down to the water's edge. Further down the peninsula, police said more than 20 houses were reported to have been destroyed. Thousands of people have been evacuated from their home and holiday houses to nearby beaches, and many are stranded on the peninsula when the fire cut off the highway. About 400 people are sheltered at the Port Arthur Historic Site, and commercial ferry operators said they have evacuated around 800 people out of the peninsula overnight. We're refueling and about to head off again. Somewhere else around Tasmania, big fires are still burning west of the city in Derwent Valley and on the east coast at Bencow without property damage. And back in the news this morning, Manor, Texas explosion ruled accidental. Investigators in the Travis County Fire Marshal's office have ruled the December 27th fire in Manor, Texas, that sparked after a gas explosion as accidental. And it's believed that copper thieves are responsible for a home explosion that occurred Thursday morning in Worden, Illinois. The home was under renovation and unoccupied at the time. Everyone, stay safe and have a great day.